There's so much to love about the ocean. It's thrilling and calming, a destination and a home. But our love for the ocean could be what's draining the life and color out of it.
Corals are made up of polyps, which are tiny living organisms sensitive to their environment. Chemicals such as oxybenzone found in most sunscreens kill the polyps, causing the corals to bleach and die.
Corals are the rainforests of the seas. When they die, we suffer wave upon wave of consequences. All it takes is a single drop of oxybenzone, an ingredient found in almost every sunscreen out in the market, along with other ingredients that are toxic to the coral reef. That's why we've created Magwai. Every ingredient that goes into it is safe for the coral reef. It is specially formulated to protect the ocean, as it protects us from the sun. Now, every time you swim with Magwai, you're showing the ocean some love, and it can love you back in full living color. Magwai, protecting the colors of the reef.
Good day, I'm Zar, one of the co-founders of Magwai, and here to present our project with DOST, improvement of the MAGWAI Reef-safe Sunscreen formulation to accelerate its market adoption. Did you know that the Philippines is at the heart of the Coral Triangle, center of marine biodiversity in the world? But these corals are threatened due to human activities, climate change, overfishing, plastic pollution, to name a few. Now, what most beachgoers don't know is that the typical sunscreen contains chemicals that are toxic to corals at very low concentration. So for instance, 1 drop of oxybenzone can be toxic to corals already in 6.5 Olympic-sized pools, so that's small. And these sunscreens are what's most accessible to us in pharmacies. So these are the likes of Nivea and Beach Hut. So why is it important to protect the corals? Corals are habitats to marine creatures, so its degradation affects marine life and also the lives of fisherfolk who depend on this marine life. The health of the corals also, and thus of the marine ecosystem, also impact tourism, since healthy beaches are an attraction for tourists, and they're also important for coastal protection, and without it could cause greater flooding. So we want to give beachgoers an alternative to chemical sunscreens to allow them to enjoy the ocean without causing harm to it. Our solution is a locally produced reef-safe sunscreen Magwai. This does not contain any of the chemicals that are toxic to corals, so the active ingredients are safe. The non-nano minerals, zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. It's SPF 50+ and has a non-greasy formulation. Of course, it's also FDA certified. Though there is validated demand, as we already sold over 6,000 units since the launch, one glaring consumer feedback is the white cast seen when applied to the skin. So 46% of our online reviews have mentioned the white cast. Although some consumers don't mind this, this would deter consumers who are more conscious of their appearance. Thus, with this project with DOST to help accelerate adoption of the reef-safe sunscreen, we aim to develop 2 new reef-safe sunscreen products. One with less white cast, and also a tinted sunscreen that will blend with the marine skin. And so we have 4 objectives for this project. So first, to develop 2 formulations, the regular sunscreen with less white cast and the tinted sunscreen. And second, to validate the non-marine toxicity of the sunscreen. So instead of just the absence of the chemicals that are toxic to sunscreens, we will conduct tests on corals with the help of UP Marine Science Institute. And third, to determine the properties important for consumers like SPF levels and hypoallergenicity. And fourth, to ensure desirability with consumers, we'll also conduct a consumer usage test. So we aim to do this within a 1-year timeline. Okay, so when the tourism industry bounces back after being badly hit by the pandemic, we want to help tourism in the Philippines recover responsibly by protecting these marine ecosystems from possible damage caused by an increase in tourists. So we want Magwai to help impress ecotourism into the consciousness and behaviors of beachgoers by offering more sustainable reef-safe options and generating awareness about this cause. And with that, we're very excited to start this project with DOST and hoping we can save the oceans together. Thank you.